everyone. I never thought I would be standing here in my life. However, wonders never cease, right? Anyway, I will be nice and short about all this stuff, Atomy products and all that. I was introduced to 3 years ago by a friend of mine. He said to me, try this. I said, what is that? It's, just try it, don't ask. I said, but what is it? He said, it's called Hemohim. I said, okay. So we ripped off the top and I tasted it. I said, it tastes pretty good. However, it took a little while for me to sign up because sometimes I don't believe lots of things. So finally, after 3 months, I signed up. And I bought for myself Skincare 6 and the cleansers, all the 4. Clean up my cupboard in the bathroom, put everything on display, and that was it. That was it. As far as Hemohim, I started taking it every morning, and I still do. But I'll go to the 6 first. I met a friend of mine to whom I wanted to introduce this product, and she said, oh, wouldn't be bothered. Don't talk to me about it. I said, okay. So about 6 or 7 months later, I met her, and she said to me, you had a facelift. I said, what? What are you talking about? She said, don't lie to me. You had a facelift. So I said, I am not lying to you, but I did not have a facelift. And that was that. That's where it started. Then the Hemohim, my daughter didn't feel too well. She lives in Australia. She didn't feel too well, and she called me and said, oh, Mom, I don't feel too well. I said, what's wrong? She said, well, I don't know. I don't have energy. I had this and that. I said, well, I said, strange enough. I found this product from Korea. Don't even go there. I said, I'm not going anywhere. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send it to you, which I did. Cost me an arm and a leg just sending it. And you can do with it whatever you want. And 2 weeks later, she calls me and she said, Mom, don't laugh. I said, why should I laugh? She said, send me more Hemohim. So it must be doing something. I've been taking it ever since, and I feel so good that people stopped me and said, oh my God, you look so great, this and that. I said, yes, but with all this, you need a healthy body. How to achieve it? You have to exercise, you have to take Hemohim, and you have to have a healthy body, happy mind, and a power brain. And that's the end of this story. Hope you enjoyed it.
Hi, good afternoon. We charge already, is it? My name is Heidi Wan. I'm sales master of Marikina Imperial Center. I'm so great. I can share my experience with you. Evening skincare set is my most love. But the first product I touched is only 1 tube of deep cleanser. I remember my friend, she called me, oh, I have a new Korea organic product. Want introduced to me. I said, at that time, my cleansing almost running out. I said, okay, let me try the cleanser. Then she gave me 1 tube of deep cleanser. You know the answer. After I tried, I called her. Oh, I feel not so satisfied. because I still feel so oily after wash. Then she, blah, 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 blah. She told me, I love it, I like it. Even I feel so comfortable. I feel not dry for my skin. I said, my God, your skin type is not same as my skin type. Then I request her to give me another more fresh one. Finally, she gave me 1 tube of foam cleansing. Then I tried. I love it. The feeling is very good and very fresh. But up to that moment, I just only used 1 tube of the cleansing. I believe that maybe she don't know how is the step, how is the benefit for that product. That's why she don't introduce me 4 pieces for the whole set. Until I met my sponsor, Jean. Then after she introduced to me, I start to use the whole set of evening skincare set. Wow, 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 very amazing. I can see, I can feel my skin tone turn bright, my pore getting smaller. The most amazing thing is my face shape change. How change? My V shape come back again. Whoa. So that's why I told myself, no more spa facial again. I can do the facial at home anytime. Save money, save time, right? And then I also need to announce to my all of best friends, let them know and then let them get the benefits same as me. So that's why the reason I joined to the Atomy company. Today, if you not yet touch our products, please ask your sponsor. Try on immediately. Then you will discover how the wonderful product, how it's amazing for our products. Thank you so much.
My name is Erica Lee. As you all know, I'm from Brisbane and I work in the office all day long in the finance department. So actually it gets quite tiring. My skin can get very dry. My skin's very sensitive in the past, so I hardly put in many products before Atomy came along. So my friend first introduced me to Atomy 2 years ago and she offered to do a facial on me. And then I said, oh, okay, let's try, because I'm very, reluctant, especially on sensitive skin. But after she put it on, I am so impressed with the product. It's like, wow. I was like, okay. Even with no redness and no irritation on the skin after that, I was so impressed. I was sold on the spot with the product. So from then on, I actually wanted to encourage any woman, all my friends who has sensitive skin, like me, and just try Atomy products. They're shied away from using any product. Try Atomy, and they will never regret it, because can you see that my skin is now much clearer and shiny, I hope. Yes. So I started 2 years using Atomy, and I started, as my sensitive skin, I started off the Aqua 3 set system. So if anyone has sensitive skin, you can try the Aqua set. Then I went on to the 6 system care set. And I'll go, oh, this is still good. This is really good. So then, now, can anyone guess what I'm using now? Absolute Skin. Great, yes. I'm using the Absolute Skincare set, which is in there as well. And as Jenny was saying, she loves it. I love the blue bottle. So, the Magic Ample Blue Bottle. That is one of my top product I love from Atomy. Now, recently tried the 7 Solution Gel Mask. Now, that is really good. Everyone, even Jenny said so. That is one of my top one too, because actually after you put it on, it feels so smooth and soft, and it's different to like the other paper gel mask. So this is actually gel, and it just stays on there. Last night, we were here all really late, and oh my gosh, I put it on, I just slept with it, and you wake up, wow. So yes. if you guys haven't tried the Absolute set, you should have that in your list, as well as the gel mask. Going to seminars and everything, seeing this, it made me want to do it too as well. So hopefully everyone today actually gets to try some of the products they like. You will never regret it. And see my results, as you can see, shiny face, and everyone else. It's not fake. Everyone does get it. So I hope you all enjoy the seminar tonight, and lovely to see you all. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Atomy new sales master. I'm so glad that I can share with you all about why I'm enjoying Atomy and how to change my life. I'm a piano teacher and love music very much. I'm working day to day nonstop until my health poor, and till I reach. Atomy give me a big change. I'm using Atomy products morning 6, and my skin is looking much younger. I can't believe it. And my friends said my skin tone changed and look very nice. And Himohem helped me to build up my energy and my appeal system in order to maintain my health. Through my sister and my friend helped me to build up my confidence to be a big change in my life. This is very encouraging in my life, how my best friend and my sister can partnership in Atomy. And we grow together in the same path, and we are sharing a goal together in teamwork. That gives me a big opportunity to build my confidence in Atomy and my goal. I hope in the future I can have a balanced and happy life through Atomy and can make my son and my parents in good and balanced life. And all the worries has gone. Thank you, God, that I meet Atomy this good company and good system. And I hope all of us can achieve the successful goals and have a balanced life and all the dreams come true through Atomy. Thank you, Atomy company, give me this time to share with you all. Good product and good price. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I was introduced with Himohim 8 months ago by one of my good friends, and at the same time she was one of my real estate client. And after our transaction was firm and done, she kept talking about this product, Himohim, and we were talking over the phone. She kept saying a lot of things, and it was just way over my head. And at some point I said, "What's the name again?" And he said, Himohim, just Google it. So I went into the internet and Googled it, and there was an ending list of benefits. So she gave, the next time that I saw her, she gave me one sachet, and I tried it. It didn't taste so sweet, but because of the benefits that I saw in the internet, I took it and I used it. So I asked for one box from her, and I used it myself. I tried to introduce it also to my family. Well, anyways, I have 3 kids. They're young, 3 girls, and my oldest one have allergy, food allergy, and I tried her to have it, but since she didn't like the taste very much, I keep letting her have it, and for within like 3 days, she noticed that her allergy was going away, and now she can have like you have a little bit of fish in her food, she's okay. But before, even though at school in her class, anybody who is eating fish, she gets reaction. So now she keep asking me every day before she goes to school. She says, "Mom, where is my Himohim?" So, and also I use other products. I was slowly introduced to the other products. I love the toothbrushes. All my kids are having the toothbrushes and the facial products too. They are now. She's just 11, but she she likes using it, and she looks forward to use all the facial products. What I love about Atomy is a network marketing, and the products are great, the prices are great, and as the speaker a while ago was saying that Atomy is writing the network marketing history. So what more can we look for? And network marketing will give the passive income that I'm looking for. So with the job that I'm doing right now, the other jobs aside from Atomy, it will not give me a passive income. So this Atomy in time will get me to my dream, to have a passive income and spend more time to my family and to my loved ones. So thank you.
안녕하세요. It is a pleasure and honor to be here with all of you today. My name is Paula Warren, and I'm a happy mother of 4 kids, ages 11 to 18, and a wife to a wonderful man for 21 years. I've learned about Atomy while on vacation in Cuba. I had a mini facial at my sponsor's room with my oldest daughter, Sarah, and I fell in love with the quality of the products. The biggest reason I joined was that I love the products. I started with the skincare and quickly found that they were better than any other that I had tried, even the very expensive premium brands. With a 17-year-old son and an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old daughter, we had been trying all sorts of skincare products to reduce their acne. But we found we couldn't find anything that really worked for that price. Until Atomy. Now my kids are using the product as well and are even more beautiful than before. Thank you. Now I could talk about the products that I love all day, but I don't think you came to listen to me. You came to listen to CEO Hen Gill. However, I would like to talk about my favorite product, Hemohim. We started using Hemohim because my youngest daughter had such an awful cough. She sounded as an old man who was very sick. It worried us. We tried different medicines, but nothing worked. They told us she had asthma, she tried the puffer, she had allergies, we tried everything. As soon as she started to take Hemohim, we noticed the difference right away. I don't even hear her cough anymore. And so I thought, since it worked for her, I'm going to try it. Before taking Hemohim, my kids would have to tuck me into bed by 8 o'clock. Good night, Mommy. And because I had no energy left. And as much as I wanted to stay up and do the work, my body would be so exhausted, it would not cooperate with me. Now, after taking Hemohim, 11 o'clock comes and I still have so much energy, I can accomplish so much more. I love how Hemohim has improved my life. Thank you, Atomy, for bringing my energy back. Thank you, Atomy, for helping my family feel healthy and beautiful. And thank you, Atomy, for allowing me to speak to you today.
Bonjour, mon nom est Lise Boulet. I'm chosen maybe because of my strong accent, okay. But Atomy, to me, is a whole concept. What we are talking about, Hemohim, probiotics, toothpaste, those are all products good for our health. And they work inside. But every time I brush my teeth, I think about the pleasure using gold powder, so I feel quite important. And also, every morning, every night, when I use the products to clean my face and to put the whole cream, the whole kit, each of the products, each of the bottle, the content of bottle has some pleasure. When you apply it, you feel something different coming in your face. And everything we can use in many ways. Like, I like foam cleansing for my face, for my body. When I travel, I use foam cleansing and my feet, they love it. Lotion, this is the same. It is a body lotion. If you want to minimize what you have in your set. Body lotion is perfect for the body. So everything we can use in double ways, like peeling gel, good for the feet too. So it is only what we can think about and then say, oh, maybe I can use this one. And also it is good to suggest to people, they say, no, I don't want that much. But say they have one and they can use it both ways, 2 ways, 3 ways. So this is good to share. This is good to encourage them to use them. But I like the concept of the whole health also. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Atomians! Welcome to Ariul Marikina Aja Center Catching Success Online. I am Diamond Master Julian Taviano of Ariul Marikina Aja Center. And I am your host for today. As we start, here in Atomy, it is our culture to begin and end every event by reciting our company motto. Ready, position, please! Yup! Company motto, go! Cherish the spirit, create the vision, follow the faith, serve in humility. Aja. Share, tag, interact, and win. Just follow these mechanics to win a prize. Number 1, share the live seminar in your Facebook wall and tag 50 of your Facebook friends. And number 2, don't forget to comment and interact in the seminar lecture. And number 3, comment Aja in the beginning and ending of our seminar. Now, let's start our seminar by watching the short company profile of Atomy.
A company that has remained steadfast and kept to the right principles. A company headed toward the world with the right principles. A company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, achieved 1.9 trillion Korean won in global sales in 2020 and surpassed 15 million global members. Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be a top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices. Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of its distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, including health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, and home appliances. Hemohim, which has been the top seller in its industry for 6 consecutive years, has passed 1 trillion Korean won in total sales. It has gotten international patents in 6 countries, and in 2020, it got green certification and a patent that protects its functional compounds, which helps in discovering new functionalities. Thus, Hemohim is forging a unique new path for health functional food products. Absolute Skincare has become one of the best-selling cosmetics in the industry, with sales of 100 billion Korean won every year since its launch. The Fame, another luxury cosmetic product reborn with upgraded ingredients and technology, is also loved by consumers as it reflects Atomy's product philosophy. Starting with the U.S. branch in 2010, Atomy is a global company which opened 17 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, Europe, etc., with 15 million members worldwide. In 2020, Atomy opened in China, Colombia, Hong Kong, and India Plans are underway to open in Turkey, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, Brazil, France, etc. It is preparing to open 30 branches within 5 years. Atomy provides absolute quality and absolute price products to the world and is expanding its global sourcing, global sales, GSGS strategy through the Atomy Global Sales Network. Atomy's success system, which allows the company to directly run seminars and succeed regardless of individual ability, is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. The World Seminar is the next generation of distribution broadcasters, which presents Atomy's vision to members around the world, regardless of time and space. Entertainment and media, which converges business and culture. Product trials through augmented reality, extended reality, virtual tours, etc. Atomy presents a vision of a global success system that transcends time, riding the wave of the untapped era. In order to help partnering companies provide the best quality products, Atomy provides various support measures such as cash payment a week within delivery, interest-free operating funds, and a joint quality management system, and so on. These create a culture of accompanied growth in a virtuous cycle. Sharing is a mission that all companies must have. Atomy's executives, employees, partnering companies, and members all practice sharing together to improve the lives of everyone in society. Wherever sharing is needed around the world, global branches will be united and provide support for the happiness of all. A company that keeps to its principles and creates new distribution cultures. A company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. A company that dreams of customer success beyond customer satisfaction. A company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Now you know Atomy is not just an ordinary company. It cherishes what it has, so we are sure that its members are all taken care of. Please continue to interact in our comment section to get a chance to win Atomy product. And moving forward, let's watch this lecture by President Mr. Park Han-gil.
I told them, and they said no. They turned down my business offer. People said, see, it didn't work. Even if you can't talk well, have no connections, even if you're not good at this business, you can be a success. I used to debate all night about whether to tell my friends about Atomy, and if they'd accept or not, then I'd make up my mind. He'll do it for sure. I've made up my mind. One time, with all of my reasons and my resolve, I went to tell my friend the next day, and he said, Han-gil, how did you get this way? I decided that I would meet 10 people a day to explain the product or business no matter what. I will not go home before I tell 10 people. This is how I resolved myself. But one night, it was almost midnight, and I only got 9. So I went around my friend's apartment on the way home. It was midnight, so I sat on the swing in the children's playground, debating whether or not I should call him. I was debating with myself. I said to myself, oh, let's just keep a promise to myself and stay up all night here. But the dew was so cold on my shoulders that they began to hurt. And after 30 minutes, I said, oh no. Though he wasn't going to do it, I called him to keep the promise to myself. But I couldn't tell him directly. Only after I told him in a roundabout manner did he say, So, what do you want? I said, buy a cosmetic set for your wife. You talked to me for 30 minutes to ask me that? Then he said, leave a box with me. I'll pay you for it tomorrow. I was sure that this friend was really not the type I expected to compliment my business, but he did. I realized then that accepting or rejecting is all up to their own minds. So what I realized then was the law of own mind. Sales went way up after realizing the law of own mind. Now nothing is hard. I just talk. There's a company called Atomy that sells good quality products for super low prices. The products are good. I've tried them. Try them too. Why not start a business? There's a lot of people making money. Let's go to a seminar. Then it's up to them to debate it or not me. I just sleep worry-free. The next day, I ask when they want me to send the products or when they want to go to the seminar. And then I sleep without worrying about anything. Then if I keep asking, will they go or not? Buy or not? They keep on debating it. Whether they go or not is up to their own mind. You don't have to try to be good. As long as you keep talking, after 10 or 100 times, you'll get good at it. If you keep doing something, in the end, you're going to get good at it. There's only one reason that sales are hard. You spend all night worrying about how to persuade the other person. And their response, then you get too tired and you give up on your own. Don't do that. Just talk. Talk freely. Then whoever's going to do it will do it, and those who won't, won't.
Thank you, President Mr. Park Han-gil. And to the last part of our program, let's watch Star Master Yoon Young-ju with her lecture entitled Basic Company Intro for Making You a Leader in Life.
Hello, Atomanians. Nice to meet you. The year 2020 is drawing to a close. Looking back on this year, it's been such a hard time because of this unexpected pandemic. But today I've prepared for you an exciting basic company introduction. Joyful with my good health and business in Mokpo, I am Star Master Eun Young-ju. How do I look, everyone? Just 5 years ago, I used to get tonsil problems in chilly weather. I always had a hard time in the fall and winter, but I look much better now, right? In preparation for this lecture, I went down memory lane. I majored in social welfare with the dream to help vulnerable people, and I worked hard as an employee. But company work was not fulfilling my financial needs, much less my dreams. So I thought of an alternative, which was to get married. Thankfully, I married a capable man who was respected by others. In Mokpo, we opened a major franchise coffee shop branch. I had a stable husband and 3 lovable children. I thought I had achieved the life that I wanted. While living a complacent life, I started to feel the world changing faster than I thought. First, the population of Mokpo, especially young people, began decreasing. More and more coffee chain branches opened up. Obviously, our sales started dropping every day. Then there was a decisive turning point. A Starbucks opened up near our coffee shop. You can imagine what this meant for our business. Sales fell even more, and we went into a battle for survival. I said I ran a franchise coffee shop branch, right? We had over 10 employees, and it was a large, well-known coffee shop in Mokpo. Honestly, before I heard about Starbucks opening up, I didn't know what a self-employed crisis meant. I thought it had nothing to do with me. Even if it took a lot of money, I thought that a major franchise coffee chain was secure. Secondly, I thought that I could prepare for old age through stable income. Until then, I was confident that it was the best choice. But I started to doubt my decision. I lived a diligent life and didn't slack off. Yet, I felt the fear of being pushed aside and falling behind the times. Do you know this feeling? It was hard for me to accept the fact that even large franchises could fail if they didn't change with the times. Because I was always self-employed, naturally I started looking into the future of self-employment. Do you know the total number of self-employed people in Korea? It's about 5.65 million people. This means that 25.1% of all employed people are self-employed. In the US, a developed country, it's 6.3%. It's far higher in Japan at 10.3%. In addition, self-employed businesses have a survival rate of 28.5% after 5 years. Most self-employed businesses start with debt. 95% of them go bankrupt early because of competition. So what can they do? They pay back their debts with more debt. This awful, vicious cycle continues. If I feel this way as someone who chose self-employment, I can't imagine how people forced to retire and start their own business must feel. You've probably heard this at least once. Stories of people who open small businesses after quitting their jobs. Are they doing well? It's a relief if they are. But in most cases, they've spent all their severance and are in debt. It's a common story of working hard but not getting rewarded. That's when I started looking for new ventures. With less competition and consistent revenue, I searched for something that could securely prepare me for old age. But I never considered network marketing. I'd never done it before. But I was vaguely prejudiced against having to recruit lots of people. Then one day, I was introduced to Atomy. Looking back, my sponsor's words touched me more than the business itself. My sponsor talked about priorities and overcoming the past to choose a new job. Now we're in the centenarian age. We can't live to 100 with just one job. There comes a time when you have to choose a second or third job. We talked about which job to choose. There's a limit to labor income. In the centenarian age, income must consistently increase. Our children will live in a more fiercely competitive world. Therefore, it's important to build a consistently increasing income structure system. In the rapidly developing Fourth Industrial Revolution age, 80% of our current jobs will disappear. However, as daily necessity consumption continues, businesses that distribute them are adequately competitive. When I got home, I couldn't get those words out of my head. Of course, there are people who get steady copyright royalties from their original productions, like famous songwriters. Some people get monthly income from renters. These people are born with silver spoons. But how can we make this kind of income through Atomy? I couldn't help but wonder. So I ended up going to the seminar. I got intrigued by Atomy's systematized income and its competitiveness. So I started looking into Atomy business. I looked it up, watched videos, and asked around. When I started looking into Atomy, I got the same reaction from family and friends. They worried about me and opposed it. They asked me, "Why are you doing this?" This is what I heard the most. Even now, it's interesting. I think I was trying to find an easy alternative whenever I ran into problems, just like marriage. But this time, I felt nauseous, and I debated it. Were the people who worried about me experts on Atomy? Did they suffer some loss from it? Why were the people who trusted me so opposed to it? After much consideration, I decided that they just had negative prejudices against MLMs. For the first time ever, I didn't give in. This decision changed my life. The biggest reason I insisted on choosing this path was because of the systematized income. As I mentioned before, there are a few ways to earn systematized income. First, a building with monthly rental income. Second, an original production with copyright royalties. Third, a publication with royalties. And fourth, a national pension plan you've joined from an early age. But there's one other way. It's Atomy. You can make a profit off the spending power of your Atomy consumer base. This is systematized, not labor income. This is what made my heart race. And another important aspect I looked at were the products. It's a trend these days, right? Have you heard of picky consumers, check-sumers? They check products carefully from a truly picky consumer standpoint. The very first thing I checked was product price competitiveness. Generally, for a product to be price competitive, you have to cut costs through mass production in-house. It's possible for a big company. One of the reasons I thought that MLM products were expensive was because the contractor bonus was included in the product price. I thought it would be difficult to do consistent business with high prices. So I had to check whether Atomy really supplied good products at low prices. The first product I looked at was Atomy laundry detergent. From experience with running a household, I knew a lot about detergents. I was a loyal consumer of a German brand. I was satisfied with its efficacy and eco-friendliness. But Atomy laundry detergent was just as good as the German brand, and much more affordable. When I asked my sponsor about it, she said that both detergents were made by the same manufacturer. When I looked at the back, I saw in tiny letters, "Made in Korea." In clear print, Evercose was the manufacturer. I was surprised that it was really the same manufacturer, and that it was manufactured by a mid-sized Korean company. So the fact that an Atomy product was the same quality but had a lower price than the one I used and trusted, and that my necessary expenses could become income made me look further. This time, I looked at Atomy's Hemohim and cosmetics. It didn't take long this time either. Hemohim and our main cosmetic supplier was Komar B&H. Komar B&H is the leading research company co-founded by Komar Korea and Carrie. Korean women will probably have heard of this company. It's Korea's leading cosmetics manufacturer. When I looked into the company, I could see why. The company's biggest specialty was its distribution method. Atomy is its sole distributor. The products are without a doubt high quality, coming from researchers at a trusted company. Since Atomy is the exclusive distributor, it doesn't pay for R&D. Also, it has member-based promotion. so it doesn't pay for promotions. It can sell the best products at the lowest prices without worrying about distribution margins. With these absolute quality, absolute price products, repurchases happen spontaneously. Now that we've looked at the products, let's look at the company. I checked the data on MLMs that are released every year. I found data on Atomy since it first began. I carefully compared it to other companies. If this is your first time with Atomy, I will give you some data from 2019. In 2019, Atomy surpassed $1 billion in sales for the first time in 11 years. Atomy and Amway were the only MLM companies in the 1 billion club in 2019. Something to note here is the growth rate. Atomy is a company that has been growing for 10 years in a row. The difference between stagnant and sustained growth is very significant because this is a trust-based business. To put it another way, stagnation or decline in growth is due to losing trust from the market. Atomy's annual global sales have surpassed $1.5 billion. There's another piece of interesting data. Hemohim has topped the list of best-selling products in the industry for 6 years in a row. As a single-item product, it made over $1 billion in sales as well. Atomy Absolute Cell Active Skincare was second, and Skincare the Fame was fifth. Among the top 5 best-selling products, 3 were from Atomy. Isn't it amazing? After checking Atomy's scale and growth, I turned to its company philosophy. To know an MLM, you have to look at its company philosophy. It's about the CEO's worldview. A company that puts consumers' interests first. That's Atomy's guiding principle. Atomy is based on the management goals of customer success, distribution hub, and premier company, with being, speed, and balance as its business philosophy. It has a small but big company and a delicate management policy. Have you noticed the difference between Atomy and other companies? Atomy made a very specific management plan for a consumer interest-oriented company philosophy. The longer I do Atomy business, the more impressed I get by this. Even after becoming a global company with over $1 billion in sales, it's kept to this philosophy. As this management philosophy is part of Atomy's competitiveness, it confirmed my choice. After confirming Atomy's products and vision, all I had to do was work hard to succeed. With my resolution, I boldly closed down 3 of the shops I'd been running. But it didn't go well at first. I felt overwhelmed by the pressure to share products and wasn't good at it. But as I consumed Atomy products diligently, people started asking me about them. As I mentioned before, my tonsils were weak. When I stopped coughing, people kept asking questions like, "You always coughed, but now you're looking good. What are you taking?" Or they asked, "Did you get something done? Your skin looks great." Maybe because of these changes, more people started using the products. In this process, Atomy's strongest point came into play. In fact, when you start a business, people buy from you a few times out of loyalty. I have many products and insurance plans that I bought this way. But if the product's quality is bad, I won't buy it again. On the other hand, if the product is okay, but too expensive, I won't buy it either. But as we saw before, Atomy products are absolute quality, absolute price, and easier on the wallet. There are many satisfied consumers. In my case, my friends started reordering. Other company contractors have a hard time explaining why their products are expensive. On the other hand, Atomy contractors and I have a hard time explaining how we can sell such good products at such low prices. If you buy and use products from Atomy and spread the word, obviously you'll start getting satisfied consumers. Then you get reorders. And when you keep using and sharing Atomy products, you'll get your first $70 Atomy compensation. It's a memorable experience. Your PVs accumulate one by one and don't disappear, so that you get a bonus compensation. When I studied social work, I saw truly vulnerable people and only had vague dreams about a life of giving. After meeting Atomy, I got more specific dreams. Just by selling good products at low prices, is a life of giving and sharing possible? No. You need a reasonable and fair compensation plan. When I first heard the explanation, I was most interested in the part about no registration fees. I was well aware that when I started any business, the initial membership fee covered bad purchases, interior costs, and various other costs. I took this as a given. But Atomy doesn't have a registration, entry, or maintenance fee. It's a compensation plan with undeniable benefits. And the fact that there's no initial investment is a key attraction if you are self-employed. I was also amazed at infinite levels and accumulation of PVs. As I mentioned earlier, not only with MLMs, but widely used carrier and mileage points also expire after a certain period of time. But with Atomy, you can accumulate infinitely up to 300,000 PVs until you get compensation. When I first heard the compensation plan explanation, I worried needlessly about whether the company could be profitable. Atomy's product quality is amazing, and it has absolute prices. Yet contractors don't pay entry fees, and you can accumulate infinite PVs? These were natural questions to ask as a self-employed manager. But this compensation plan was probably a given within Atomy. From the standpoint of Atomy's company philosophy, with consumer interest and customer success at the center, having no entry fee was obvious. Infinite accumulation is to be expected. All these things were a given at Atomy. Think about it. No, compare it. In a simple system that compensates based on certain conditions, Atomy's eliminated the deadline. This solves the biggest problem that most MLMs face, namely end-of-month hoarding. Atomy structurally prevents excessive operations through a compensation ceiling. If you share good products with consumers, you can be a success. This is a compensation plan for members' success right here. You can feel the difference with its range in compensation. Since I had no experience in network marketing, I studied hard. Of course, I looked at other companies' compensation plans too. They were so complicated that I couldn't understand them. On the other hand, Atomy's plan was simple enough to understand after one explanation. There are 4 types of commission, including general commission, multi-matching bonus, education commission, and mastership bonus. When you buy Atomy products, you get point values, or PVs. Compensation is paid out based on PVs. Now let's find out about Atomy's flagship General Commission. First of all, General Commission is calculated every day. Let's say you get 300,000 PVs through infinite accumulation. Then the combined PVs of your left and right customer groups reach 300,000 PVs each. After that, the company gives you 15 points, which times the unit amount of commission equals your compensation, which is calculated every week. Calculation starts on Wednesdays, and you get paid on the following Tuesdays. General commission requires accumulating up to 300 points from yourself and your downline groups. If you multiply 300 points by the unit amount of commission, you get around $1,300 a day at our 300-point compensation ceiling. General commission is your total PVs, which is the sum of PVs from your left and right consumer groups. Simple, right? Next is the multi-matching bonus, which from the 1st to the 15th, 16th to the last day will be paid out twice a month. Atomy has 7 masterships. The first mastership is Sales Master. The Sales Master accumulates a total of 700,000 PVs and accumulates over 2.5 million PVs in their left and right consumer groups in 15 days. As a Sales Master, you get an additional $500 multi-matching bonus. The great thing is that we don't need another 2.5 million PVs. The PVs we accumulated for getting general commission get counted again. For 2.5 million PVs, we need to get 300,000 PVs 8 times, right? So, if you combine the general commission and the multi-matching bonus, you can get around 1,000 per 15 days and 2,000 a month. The next mastership is where Atomy blooms for its own and members' growth and success. If you bring 2 people up to your mastership level from each side, you can be promoted to the next mastership. If you make 2 sales masters from each side, you become a diamond master. If you make 2 diamond masters from each side, you become a Sharon Rose master. I started as a picky consumer with no experience with network marketing, but now I'm a shining star master. I worked hard to lead my partners and make 2 Sharon Rose Masters. Once you get promoted, you'll also get a promotion to celebrate. Sales Masters get a promotion certificate and Atomy's flagship products. Diamond Masters get a promotion certificate and a tablet PC. They also get Atomy's flagship products. Starting with Sharon Rose Masters, cash and travel promotions are given. The company gives $2,000 in cash and a 4-day overseas trip for 2. Star Masters get $10,000 in cash and a 4-day overseas trip for 4. I've gotten up to this much. Our family had a great time on our trip. Royal Masters get $50,000 in cash, general activity commission of $2,000 a month, and a sedan rental fee. Also, an 11-day overseas trip for 4. Crown Masters get the same travel promotion and $300,000 in cash, general activity commission of $5,000, and a luxury sedan. Now is the long-awaited Imperial Master. You get $1 million via forklift truck. You get $10,000 a month for general commission activities, a luxury sedan, a 165 square meter studio office, a personal assistant, and a chauffeur. And of course, there's an 11-day overseas trip for 4. How is it? It'd be great for all of us to become Imperial Masters as soon as possible. Finally, the Education Commission. Atomy is both a group and education business, so there are Atomy education centers operating across Korea. I run an education center in Mokpo. There's an Education Commission for heads of centers who operate education centers for members. If you're new to Atomy today, it may be hard to get all of this. That's understandable. I was like that too. But I'd like you to remember just one thing. This business is very simple. If you sell good products for cheap, consumers will come. Atomy does its best to keep this simple principle of distribution. It provides products of unbeatable absolute quality and absolute price. Atomy's mass-stage product strategy has grown sales in a simple system that provides compensation for members. Once I was sure of this, I worked very hard at my Atomy business. Atomy business starts with trust. You have to trust the company, your sponsor, your partner, and yourself. I participated in the seminars regularly and studied the system at the center. with diligence and faith, as my sponsor told me to do. To change the future, you must change the present. As my thoughts changed through Atomy, so did my actions and habits. Of course, my life changed as well. I was a 20-year-old woman who wanted to take care of others by becoming wealthy. Now, I'm a leader at Atomy. I've been able to take care of both my own and my parents' old age. Since I've always dreamed of giving back, I started taking care of elderly people living alone. I've become an Atomy leader who cherishes the spirit and creates the vision. While preparing for this lecture, I was interviewed by staff at the headquarters. They asked me this: "What's been the biggest change for you since meeting Atomy?" I thought about it carefully. After a lot of thinking, my partners came to mind. I thought of the joy I got from going to meet them. Before Atomy, travel felt like a chore. There was a lot to prepare for a difficult journey. Thus, I hardly ever left Mokpo, where I was born and raised. But to meet my wonderful partners, I've gone to major cities all over the country. I truly enjoyed traveling to places I'd never even thought of visiting. So the biggest change for me was travel. What was a chore became a pleasure. After coming back from the mastership promotion trip, my kids asked me this: "Mom, when do we go on the Atomy trip again?" I'm grateful to Atomy because it's given me wealth and allowed me to recover my forgotten dreams. I'm still dreaming and running hard to become a royal master. And soon enough, I can go on an 11-day promotion trip with my kids. It's touching to be able to dream, but I'm even more grateful to be making my dreams come true through my efforts. My dream in November 2020 may be a simple dream to others. But as much as I grow with Atomy, new dreams that I'd never thought of will come up and come true. If you're looking into Atomy or you're just starting, I'll summarize. You don't need capital in Atomy. No experience is needed. Age doesn't matter. Education doesn't matter. As President Park said, Atomy is a company that sells cosmetics but doesn't even look at appearance. Anyone can succeed as long as they join the Atomy system with a sponsor who leads them and a partner they can work with. Lastly, I'd like to wrap up with this newspaper article from November 3rd. People in their 50s fear retirement. Real income decreased by $250 per month over 10 years, according to data from a survey on living conditions for middle-aged Koreans. Economic polarization and wage peak systems have caused real income for the middle-aged to decline every year, and they are not even prepared for old age beyond the national pension system. This is the bleak picture of our old age. In our parents' generation, if you saved up, you could buy your own house. And the national pension guaranteed a relatively stable old age. But for our old age, we have to be fully prepared. I'll conclude with a question. Are you looking forward to your old age in your 100s? This has been Star Master Eun Young-ju.
Thank you, Star Master Yoon Young-ju, for that wonderful lecture. And before we end, please be reminded of this announcement. Catching Success online at 2 p.m. every Tuesday and morning meeting every Monday to Thursday at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. live via YouTube channel of Atomy Ariul Marikina Aja Center. And one-day seminar at 1 p.m. every Tuesday, Thursday, live via YouTube channel and Facebook page of Atomy PH Official. And don't forget to subscribe in our YouTube channel at Atomy Ariul Marikina Aja Center and mark your calendar for our biggest event this coming May 7 at 2 p.m. as we celebrating our AMAAC 4th year anniversary. Check out for our Facebook page for more information about this promo. And as we end, let us remind ourselves of the principles we uphold here in Atomy by reciting our company motto. Ready, position, please. Yup, company motto, go. Cherish the spirit, create the vision, follow the faith, serve in humility. Aja, Aja, Aja.